great thing was we were all together. You know, Mike and Jesse and I, and obviously others that you've seen throughout the NFL. I think there's like 6 teams that are running this system now, and same thing college-wise. You know, Dan Lynn at SC. So it's been a lot of fun, and I think we all have our own personalities. I think we all call games differently than each other. Some are more aggressive, some are less aggressive, and the thing that I love about it is the system works. It's proven that it works, and I think both Mike and Jesse did a tremendous job here in Michigan, and it's fun for me to watch the tape because you do become the proud parent, if you will, of seeing other guys' success and everything else. And because I think as a defensive coordinator, that's my job, not only to develop players but develop coaches. And we're seeing a lot of success with those guys. Well, I think that every year, no matter where you're at, you break your entire defense down and start building a foundation from the ground up again. You can't just pick up from where you were the year prior. So I think with the foundation of having those two to start with, it'd help any defense out at any level. Look, everybody has a voice in this defense. Everybody's an individual stockholder, if you will. And I think that the day that you stop wanting to learn, whatever it is the day you start dying. I'm not ready to do that yet. So I think that they're like I used with the coaches. There'll be a player that you ask a question, or they ask you a question because they don't understand how you presented it, and they might say something that clicks in your own mind. You're like, hey, that's pretty good. Let's do it that way. And we have those type of players here. Like Rod Moore. I mean, he's the safety that. I'm not talking about play-wise or anything else, but smart-wise, football knowledge-wise, all that. He reminds me of Eric Weddle, and he was one of the smartest safeties I've ever coached. And so that, I called Weddle, told him about it. I mean, that's exciting to me because, there's a lot of checks that have to be made on the field. And, it's like, well, what, the headpieces, the earpieces coming in now, which is great because that's what I'm used to. But there's still going to be signaling going on. I mean, because, like Rod's like, what, they go, hurry up, what should we do? I said, call a defense. You can't be wrong. And he's that smart. You know what I mean? And now what you got to do is start building more and more guys like that. And I haven't had as many conversations with Makari as I have with Rod, but you can see in Makari's play, those two are connected. And, I saw it yesterday in the walkthrough. So there's going to be other guys with that. Basin is one up front. Ernie, at linebacker. I mean, there's a lot of guys that know football here, and that's the good thing for me. The advantage is it's a system that we've all put together, and you'll see a different flux of it because there's different coaches, different assistants. We did this here. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's incorporate that. And the assistants that Sharon has hired are top level guys. Lamar Morgan at the secondary. He was a coordinator. He's been a coordinator before, so he thinks like a coordinator. BJ's the same way as a linebacker coach. And like my goal for them is that they become coordinators. And I want everybody thinking that way. And they could be graduate assistant, it could be an analyst, it could be whoever. A rising tide raises all the ships, and there's not a bad question or bad answer for anything. So you learn that way. I know I took forever to answer that question, but that's a good question.